I saw a movie. On Monday night, I got to see Transformers Age of Extinction. That's the new Transformers movie, kids. And, you know, I actually saw it. Let me tell you where I saw it first. I saw it in IMAX in the city of Sydney in Australia. And that is actually the biggest IMAX screen in the world, apparently, according to IMAX and everything. And it is really big. It's a huge screen. And it was really cool to watch on, like, an IMAX screen. Anything to go see, in IMAX is just, it's pretty cool. It was really cool for this one. I saw it in 3D too, so I got to see it in IMAX and in 3D. The 3D didn't add much. I just want to say that you don't have to see it in 3D, honestly. It didn't add anything. There are some cool moments that are in 3D, but if you just see it in IMAX, you're not really missing anything. Or if you just see it in 2D at a theater, you're not missing anything, I don't feel like. The 3D really wasn't that good. I mean, I got it for free, to be honest, so I don't really care. If I paid for it, I kind of go, oh, the 3D was a bit of a waste of money, but I got it for free, so that's cool. I got the whole screen for free, actually. It would have been really expensive if I saw it, in IMAX and in 3D, and I had to pay for it. It would be quite expensive, but I actually won a competition and I got to go and see it, which is really cool. In terms of the movie, I'm not a big Transformers fan, to be honest. I fell asleep in the first Transformers movies, and I hate the second and third movies, okay? I hate them. But, you know what, I was going into this movie with an open mind. Maybe it could be different, because every trailer I saw, I got excited for, I really did. But really, that happens with every Transformer movies. Because what I will give to Michael Bay, and I'm not a Michael Bay hater at all, what I do give to Michael Bay is the fact that he's able to reel people into his movies, and I think that's a trait I think a lot of directors should have, but don't. I feel like Michael Bay has really mastered that. And I actually don't hate the guy. I think he is just very passionate about films and making them, and I think but he just always gets carried away. That's what I find. You can tell he loves doing it, but I think he just gets carried away. And at times, and I don't think it's really Michael Bay's fault. Actually, it is, but I'm not like oh, Michael Bay's the worst director of all time, because I've only ever seen the Transformers movies, but I have in those movies there has been promise for him being a great director. So I think he could be, but I think that time wouldn't come soon. So what did I think of Transformers 4? At times, it actually reminded me of the potential, what a good Transformers live-action movie could be. And at other times, it reminded me why I really don't like these movies. I will say that it's my favorite Transformers live-action movie right now. Because I don't think I ever finished the first Transformers. I was like so bored at my mind. But I didn't mind this one for a little bit. Towards the end, I really did just realize what really this movie was. It's a clash bang boom movie. Just mindless action, robots punching each other in the face, which is cool to watch. And that's what the other Transformers movies are. But you know what? I think this is the best crash bang boom Transformers movie we've gotten so far, to be honest. And there is some elements that actually at times take it beyond that. But at times it kind of just falls flat. I will say I did like the human characters in this movie. I think I really didn't like the human characters in the first movie at all. In the first couple of movies, like Sam Witwicky could go away. I'm sure Shia LaBeouf can be a great actor, but just I hated him in those movies. The characters in these movies were just wimpy little brats in the last couple of movies. Not interesting at all, and absolutely you couldn't connect to any of them. And when they were in the threat or dying, you didn't care. These ones I actually do care about. These characters I actually do care about. I thought Mark Wahlberg was really cool, and I loved that he actually got to be part of the action, and how he wasn't just standing around screaming, you know. I like that he actually did have a story that some people could connect to. Like, what was Sam's purpose? Like, who connected to him at all? Teenagers? Like, people going to college? I don't know. I know I didn't. So I like that you could actually connect to him, and he was cool when he got into the action, and he wasn't scary. He wasn't scared of these robots. In terms of Nicola Peltz, his daughter, I actually didn't think she did a bad job. Like, I honestly don't think. But I don't think the character was really there, to be honest. I will say that. I do say that quite often. I usually do find a lot of people actually do a good job, but just the character isn't up to par with their performance. I say that quite a lot, and I feel like that's what Nicola Peltz was. She's not excellent, and neither is Mark Wahlberg, but nobody in this movie is. Okay? Nobody in this movie is getting any award at all from anyone. I don't think. Maybe from MTV Awards. But, the character, I feel like she just became, what I didn't like about the first movie. She was the one that was like, "Daddy, help me! I'm screaming!" That's what she kind of became, and that's what it looked like in the trailers. I just was like, no. Although I did think she really tried to elevate the material, and she, I feel like she's much better than Megan Fox. Obviously, she's very nice looking, and maybe she was just cast because of her looks, but she displayed some valid acting, which I think Megan Fox never did. Or with that other one in Transformers 3, I didn't like her at all either. But what's that? What's that noise? But there was, also the guy who played her boyfriend. I don't have an opinion on him because he really didn't do much. And I wasn't really invested in his character. I just didn't think that he was an interesting character. I thought Jack Raynor, I think his name was, did an alright job, but just his character I didn't care for at all. And I can't really say much about the actor because I wasn't really paying attention when he was on screen. I was just like, this character's not interesting. Do I have to listen to him speak? Stanley Tucci's also in this movie, and to be honest, I hated his character at the beginning. I honestly felt like there was no need for him at all. And it could be just any other person doing it. The character had no distinguishing features. And then I got to towards the end of the movie in the final battle, when he kind of turns around, and joins Mark Wahlberg and that, and you're like, I like this character because he actually is quite funny. He actually has some of the best lines in the whole movie actually, and he really shines at the comedy. And I will talk about the comedy in a moment. But Stanley Tucci, I thought, did a good job. I just didn't like his character at first, and it's not because he was a bad guy. It was because I didn't